Welcome back, my Darkmans, to the Dark Void. You ruled by me, Wolf51. And today we're back to another WTF News reaction video. And also, just to let you know, I did have food. I just ate. I just ate dinner, and now I'm relaxed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the last video, and you're going to want... But the last two videos, hilariously, made. And you're going to see why. But right now, I'm focused. I'm going to be focusing on this entirely. And yes... even more Vshojo news. It's never ending. Vshojo has literally kept up with still having more news coming out for them. Seriously, it has been, I don't know how many weeks it's been, but Vshojo has not stopped bringing out more and more news about the legal matters. We've seen their devastating fall, actually not devastating, their rightful fall, to basically seeing the court stuff with major news of lawyer stuff. And it is just, how much more is there left of Vshojo? Seriously, how much more? Either way, we're going to let False ID watch it, and just let you know, I'm not going to watch the entire video, because it's only about Vshojo here, so if you want to watch the rest of the video, watch it on your own time. I will leave the link down below so you can watch it yourselves without my beautiful voice. And yeah, let's begin. Let's go back into Vshojo news time, huh? Begin. Alright, let's go. Take it away, False.
But wait, there's more.
There you go.
That's today we check back in with Iron Mouse, having recently celebrated her 8th anniversary.
Congratulations, Mousy!
And also further teasing with the screenshot of Booby saying it's about time this dude got a new outfit. Mouse is teaming up with Sea-Dog to raise over $10,000 for a wildlife sanctuary, and earlier being a part of the fantastic reality concert, now available in VOD form on Spawn. This all while, over the past 6 weeks, Iron Mouse has been revealing what she can as in regards to her time with Vshojo, going so far as to say the entire ordeal had made her want to quit.
What are you looking forward to the most now that you're in the no meetings? Well, fewer? No. There still are. Oh, actually, I have more meetings now as an indie than before. Tons of meetings, new projects, the ability to collab with
anyone.
That
with
I
basically
want
anyone.
to collab with, being able to do things my way, and have input on the things that I want to do. It's so nice to earn money and keep your money, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Gotta say, it's pretty wild finding out how restricted you were all this time. So happy you're free to do what you want now.
I'm glad too.
Happy to watch you flourish.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm happy too, Iron Mouse.
It was a lot. There was a lot. There was a lot of pressure, immense, intense pressure, where it was just like, I had days where I just wanted to quit everything and just like not stream ever again.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it. It would have been a major loss to a lot of us.
I'll be filled with intense guilt because of all the responsibility and pressure I felt. So in my mind, I was like, man, I want to quit so bad, but I can't because everything would be all my fault.
Oh, that kind of stuff.
Everything would be all my fault, and I would destroy everybody's life, and it sent me into a spiral of horrific depression. Everything will be okay. I hope so.
Mouse. It's alright.
Iron Mouse on stream also making clear that she is not planning a subathon for this year, instead needing to take that time to prepare for an IRL venue concert, alongside making further plans to attend more and more conventions that had been inviting her, but she was not made aware until after Vshojo. Iron Mouse on stream also taking time to call out one Clipper channel, that being Mousy Dog, saying that she would be contacting her lawyer as in regards to one video and its thumbnail. That thumbnail featuring both Mouse and Zentreya, implying that Mouse was talking about Zentreya, when in actuality, she clarified that she was talking about an entirely different subject and an entirely different person, that being Foogie. This Clipper later sending out this apology, saying, I apologize to Iron Mouse, Connor, and the entire community, not mentioning Zentreya here, remarking, I thought I was contributing positively as a dedicated, hardworking Clipper with over 2,400 plus clips with consistent daily uploads. I admit some of them had clickbait, and from now on, I will stop that and fix my ways. If my past actions have made Iron Mouse unhappy or caused her any harm, I'm ready to stop clipping altogether or even delete the entire channel if Mousy wants that. Once again, I apologize to everyone. Mouse at the time simply making clear that she wants the video removed, and others reacting to Mousy Dog with literal quote from Mouse. I don't care that you clip me, that's fine. Get your bag. Stop making misleading thumbnails and baiting drama with them.
That's true right there.
I know the temptation to boost your channel with clickbait is hard to resist, but as long as you're not clipping out of context or over dramatizing Mouse's clips, then you're fine. Be fair with them. Another user saying biggest thing would be getting rid of the ones she has a problem with and just toning down the bait. Some level of bait is part of the game, but if you're going to exaggerate or say something silly, it should be on goofy clips, not serious.
Yeah, exactly, just for the goofy ones.
After saying thanks everyone for being so kind to me, and of course I deleted the bad clip immediately.
There we go, that's pretty good.
Also remarking that she likely does not own the rights to numerous music tracks that she had produced over previous years. Rights to those seemingly still belonging to Vshojo.
How?
Bringing us now over to Fruit. Earlier running a charity stream for Make-A-Wish alongside Zentrea, Pumpkin Potion, and Vex. Fruit further revealing that she had not made any revenue as in regards to the music made over the past years.
I'll put it this way. From all the music I've made in the last how many years, I'm not gonna see a single penny for any of it. I'm trying not to cry because I was already crying and I just started streaming. I don't want to cry. I don't like crying on stream. Like collaborators that I was working with, it turns out they weren't paid at all.
So,
and on top of that,
even
I
more.
found out that they weren't even receiving the splits. Like I wasn't receiving mine. Like the music income was just going to Vshojo.
How is it that we keep finding? How is it that there's still more bad news coming out? Actually, I shouldn't be surprised, but still, you would think that by now, basically everything would have been out in the open. But it seems we still got bad news. Vshojo still has more stuff that they've basically done that we still don't know about. I mean, like I said, I'm not surprised, but also I am surprised at the same time how. After the basically all about, but then again, after these weeks, but then again, I realized that this has been going on for years, so of course there'll be more. Man, like I said, I was brainwashed. I was a brainwashed fan, brainwashed entirely. All right, continue on.
With Emily and Matara,
I gotta move back on that. I guess
I'm trying not to cry because I was already crying and I just started streaming. I don't want to cry. I don't like crying on stream. Like collaborators that I was working with, it turns out they weren't paid at all. And on top of that, I find out that they weren't even receiving the splits. Like I wasn't receiving mine. Like the music income was just going to Vshojo. I think Emily and Matara offered to help out, but I'm just finding out on my side. The others also
she took a break for a bit.
They will also be in the same situation, and I don't think
she took a break for a bit and then came back to this catastrophe.
On top of everything that they've been through already. Mouse mentioned issues with the music. Yeah, I was asking what was happening with the music platforms because Vshojo was the one actually uploading them to like Spotify and stuff using like DistroKid and SoundDrop.
Also, I have to say, how is Vshojo still owning the rights to the music thing? Vshojo is like gone, is like basically gone. How is it possible? Is it because that Gunrun and the rest of the employees have the rights? I don't know. How does that work? How does the rights system work? If a company falls apart, I said it before in my other videos, if a company falls apart, how much rights do they have to their intellectual properties? That's what I need to know. Somebody please tell me, how does that work?
Like they had access to that. And I asked them, like I told them, me and this person who worked on this song together, we agreed on like a 50-50 split of the whatever is made from the music, and they didn't even set that up at all.
On another stream, Fruit also happy to see that she was able to finally raid Rosemi Lovelock of Nijisanja English, potentially implying that raids to Nijisanja English members from Vshojo members in the past years had been forbidden, and that she is now able to cosplay another member of another agency. Speaking on the matter of Vshojo over the past weeks has also been Giga, now confirming that one of the factors that led to her quitting Vshojo was the firing of Madara Khan.
There you go.
was trying to do some things that I thought were good for her and were good in general.
Mm-hmm.
And in response got let go.
Are you serious?
And I was like,
she was trying to
whoa.
do something?
What?
So wait, Matarka was trying to do some good stuff, but then Vshojo decided, you know what, we're firing her. I'm not, like I said, once again, I'm not a lawyer. I said this before in my other videos. But that is basically retaliation. That is retaliation by the company. And like I said, if you're doing something that the company doesn't like, they don't have the right to fire you unless it's something bad. And she was doing, and it's just by hearing the first part, Matarka was just doing something good. And then Vshojo decided, no, it's not right. We're going to fire you. To me, that feels like retaliation. But that's just me.
So then my question to myself, and this is part of why I decided.
Sorry, I have to rewind it. There's some lag happening on this video. On my side.
She was trying to do some things that I thought were good for her.
Okay, there you go. For herself.
And in response got let go.
Retaliation.
And I was like, whoa. What?
And she just recently
So then my question to
arrived.
myself, and this is part of why I decided to leave, my question to myself was, okay, so if I ask some questions that I think I should get answers to, and I try to advocate for myself in some situation, would I get let go?
Giga also elaborating that another factor that led to her quitting Vshojo was questioning why they were bringing on new members when they couldn't even support existing members.
Are you serious?
A lot of us were like, we shouldn't have to be the ones handling the brunt of this. And I remember getting told by staff, you know, it's hard for us to. I remember a few of us getting told this. It's hard for us to, you know, we have to figure out what to say, and the company really gets the brunt of this stuff. We were like, what? It's
What's
hard
going on?
for us to. Yeah, number one, that's your job.
Yeah,
Number
that's the
two,
job.
You
That's
just
the
have to
job.
make a tweet. Number three, none of you as individuals are answering for this. You can use a corporate account and just put out a corporate message, signed Vshojo. Like, what? What? That one was always so confusing to me. I was like, what is the point of a company if you're not going to shield us PR-wise?
That's
so we don't
the
have to deal with
company
things that really aren't
is supposed to keep
ultimately
you
on the
safe.
deal with.
All the while, we also
At
have
least in the
Mochivi, recently
VTuber
concluding
section,
her
VTuber section.
subathon, aka the
Congratulations,
Scampathon, racking up over
Michi.
90,000 active subscribers.
Like, sorry, going back over there. Like, the whole point of a company is they keep you safe. In the indie territory, as far as I know, and in the VTuber section, as far as I know. I don't know, like, I worked at a job and let's just, a restaurant, and let's just say if a person gets upset, unless they're actively being, actually trying to emotionally damage us, we can't do anything. The company won't shield us unless it's, like, actively, emotionally. Something. Maybe. I don't know. It's just, like, my restaurant life was a pain. But either way, yeah, the whole point of a company, at least in the VTuber territory, they're supposed to they're supposed to keep you safe. Like, if something happens, don't worry, we got you. We'll keep you safe. We'll help you. Like, for example, when they're facing, for example, Mousie's Mousie's video got freaking hit, and the VTuber agency basically went over there and basically took care of it. As far as I know, I don't know what's going on over there. I do know what happened. I'm just saying that I don't know how much Vshojo did to help out Mousie. I'm just saying that if something happens to your talents, you gotta keep them safe. You gotta make sure they keep safe. Like, for example, if there's some bad people after them, or some people online, or anything. That's what I think. That's what I say. That's what companies are supposed to do. They're supposed to protect their talents. Alright, back on topic. And I gotta rewind this a little bit.
Furthermore, Michi.
There you go. Sorry about that. I gotta rewind it. It's just a little bit lagginess here.
Things that really aren't ultimately on us to deal with.
All the while, we also have Michi Mochivi, recently concluding
also,
her
once again,
subathon,
congratulations,
aka
Michi.
the Scampathon, racking up over 90,000 active subscribers. Furthermore, Michi would have this surprise. You asked, and we delivered with makeshift. Yep, that's right.
Nice.
The one and only Jared plushie is now available. This plushie hitting 100% funding within 18 minutes of launching. Michi revealing more as in regards to Vshojo. Back in July, sending out this tweet saying, in light of have more news. If you're an artist that has worked with me under Vshojo and haven't gotten paid yet, please reach out to me. Michi finding that one artist had been making official art for all of the members of Vshojo. Michi, upon finding out about this, then opting to pay that artist for all of the art for all of the other members.
Damn, Michi!
Kason finding out that Michi had made this payment and immediately then trying to throw money back at Michi. Kason also revealing that Vshojo was sitting on already sold merch and then approaching the talents to buy back the merch. Vshojo talents then trying to find ledgers and logs as to ascertain if they could even actually ship out this merch to the correct buyers from many, many, many months before. This all while Hanya would relay her experience that across the board has now been experienced by nearly every ex-Vshojo member, confirming they had been in talks with Vshojo until being ghosted.
Lawyer-san!
Ghosted?
The Socha already talked about it, so I think I'm okay to talk about it too, but like, they have not responded to my lawyer at all.
Are you serious? To your lawyer? They haven't responded.
I think they can't pay for their lawyers, so they're not responding to us anymore. But yeah, it's insane.
Oh, I have to say this, they can keep ghosting anybody they want. They can't get away from the lawsuits. They can keep trying to ghost everybody. They can keep trying to run. But by the end of the day, you cannot. Well, she can now say that now. But they cannot run away from the lawyers forever. They're going to be headed to. They're getting lawsuits. Anyone that's basically involved with the catastrophe Vshojo, that's basically were causing problems with their talents. Yeah, they can't get away from them for long. They can't. I'm just saying. You can only ghost some for. You can only ghost a freaking a lawyer for so long before they find a way to get to you. Kitty on.
I don't know how do I supposed to react to this? All I can do is laugh because this is insane. How? The money they owe me? It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot though.
It's a lot.
And like, how the heck they can spend all the money to sell? Where did that go?
Hanya tweeting out, this year has been a super crazy yabai year, Dio.
Oh, yeah.
Responding to that with, I can't wait for this to all be over.
Me either. I can't wait to see all this to finally get
experience.
Once again, like, put in the back burner. Finally, forever.
Vshojo, for not only reasons that she did not believe were justified, but the entire experience then leading to her to question herself. After
retaliation.
Khan tweeting out, thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for coming to the meet and greets to say nice things. Or even just saying them in stream. You all have helped me so much through this horrible year. I will continue healing, going to therapy, and becoming more and more resilient. And hopefully, when you're down, you can see how I did it, and it can inspire you right back. Also experiencing heartbreak was Momo Mischief, originally scouted by Vshojo back in 2020.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Now I remember this. Momo. Actually, I did found her by random chance over on Twitter one time. That's right. Now, after watching this for a while now, my brain is starting to bring back memories of, during the Vshojo thing, and I could have sworn that I saw Momo before the Vshojo thing. I saw her, randomly on Twitter. Man, I'm starting to remember these things now. Dude, this entire stuff is starting to bring up memories that I completely forgot. Just happenstance. Hey, how you doing? And then move on. Now I remember. Sorry. I'm sorry for that tangent, but that just came up in my brain. Alright, gotta move back on it. Man, it's so laggy.
Becoming more and more resilient, and hopefully, when you're down,
alright then. But still, Momo, keep up the good work.
Also experiencing heartbreak was Momo Mischief, originally scouted by Vshojo back in 2020 into 2021, and scheduled to debut alongside Vebe. Momo on stream taking time to elaborate as to her experience.
I'm gonna be real honest for a second here. It really sucks to find the girl.
Yes, now I remember it. Yeah. Oh my God, there's a video where she. Oh, now I remember this freaking character, this VTuber. Now I'm sorry, I had to say this, but I did watch one of her videos, and I was planning to watch one, but let's just say there's so many videos coming up, so many VTubers and reactions that were coming out to say that. Oh my gosh, I had to put all these characters in the back burner because there's some here, come here, oh, it's something important. But still, trust me, watch one of her videos. Go find this one video. And trust me, go find one of these videos. Momo neck pop. Go find that, and you're going to find out. Oh my God! Oh, trust me, go watch. Now, I may be wrong. This may not be. This may be entirely different YouTuber, but just go and see. Go find it. All right, so I had to do that tangent there. I gotta go rewind this a little bit. Here you go.
It really sucks to find out that like the girls were signed to NDAs to not be able to talk to other people.
BS.
Fucking crazy.
It
I
is.
wondered why no one like reached out to me and was like, "Damn, dog, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that like you know everything fell through for you. I'm sorry, man. We still love it." I think that's fucking crazy, dude.
You can't even
I've
say
had no
anything.
time crying about it. You know? I cried about it for like 2 years.
Oh.
My friends hated me, and come to find out that they couldn't even talk to me.
So
There's
idiotic.
a lot that like we're just not allowed to talk about because of the NDAs we had to sign.
As all the while uncovering even more.
Hey, what's up,
with
Legal
Vshojo
Mindset?
Recently was Legal Mindset. Tweeting out, just received a copy of a Vshojo contract.
Oh, let's see this.
That I'll be going over tonight live.
All right.
I'm here providing this screenshot
Let's see this.
and saying just a slice from my Vshojo contract and
Let's
fast
see.
facts videos. But if you're wondering why your Oshi isn't speaking about the depth of what's going on at Vshojo, it's likely because of contractual clauses like this.
It's just
Being
still-
a non-disparagement clause, remarking that the employee will not at any time make, publish, or communicate to any person or entity or in any public forum any defamatory or disparaging remarks, comments, or statements concerning the employer or its business or any of its employees.
Look, I understand you can't just go and hate against the company because you want to, but I think there needs to be some clarification on these things, on these NDAs. Like, oh, there needs to be some sort of clarification. Like, oh yeah, you can't say bad things about the company that could defame us in some way. But there needs to be an certain extent. Like, if the company is actually awful, you should be allowed to talk about that. But unfortunately, laws don't differentiate. Don't differentiate something. So basically, just clump them all together. So you cannot do any defamatory things. Even if the company's bad, they just lump it together with the other stuff. Like, you can't say anything bad about the company, even if it's well deserved. No, they just put them together and just say, no, you can't say anything bad about the company. I mean, these laws need to change so that it splits some of these things apart. So that way, you can still talk things bad about the company, but also not say anything that could cause like actual bad things. Like, oh yeah, I hate this company. You know, they like cause problem. Like, or I'm trying to say things that can make sense. But like I said, if you're actively trying to hate on the company because you just want to hate them, I think that should be the one that should be on the NDA. But if you're talking about the company, like, yeah, it's a problem here, I've been trying my best here. Now that one should not be part of the NDA. That's just my take on it. Please, if any lawyers are out there, please let me know. How would you try to make these contracts, these NDAs, more favorable for both sides? Like, because at this point, if a person can't talk about anything, at that point, that's just restricting freedom. I'm just saying. Somebody please tell me. Okay, we're gonna rewind this a little bit so that way we can catch up. Oh my god.
Employer or its business or any of its employees, officers.
Okay, let me just go back a bit.
Or its business or any of its employees, officers, or managers now or in the future. Legal Mindset revealing that he had seen a talent contract, but what he is showing here on screen is a separation and release of claims agreement for employees of Vshojo, not talents. Legal Mindset claiming there are a number of similarities between what is seen here and on the talent contract.
Now, before I say anything, I think somebody will talk about that, but there is a time where when you leave the company, I think the NDA should like only do for company secrets. Like, it should not be, and also actively trying to defame the company, like you actually want to hate on them for no reason. Those things, once you leave the company, certain parts of the contract of the NDA should not like follow you out. Like, for example, if something bad happened to you in the company, like, and you basically bad happened to the company, like for some naughty things happening, that should still be allowed for you to talk about outside the company, not trying to stop you. All right, that's what I think. And also company secrets, that should be on the company side. Like, you can't say company secrets, you can't say anything like anything that happened, you can't say anything that was important to the business and everything. But the topics, like for example, if some bad things happen in the company, you should be allowed to talk about those things once you leave the company. Like, that should not be NDA. Now, that's just me. Somebody please clarify it for me, please. But at the end of the day, I think once you leave the company, certain parts of the NDA should not follow you out. At least that's what I think.
Act with Vshojo.
Let me go back on that. There you go.
Employees of Vshojo,
Yep.
not talents. Legal Mindset claiming there are a number of similarities between what is seen here and on the talent contract with Vshojo. Going back to that non-disparagement clause, saying now or in the future. That's seemingly making this an indefinite clause. But
That's
in
an idiotic
cases,
thing.
Clauses such as that need to actually highlight a certain amount of time, date, or expected ending period.
Yeah.
Another issue potentially
least.
for the talents of Vshojo seen here in this employee separation agreement was this 17th section entitled Attorney's Fees and Costs, reading, if the employee breaches any terms of this agreement or the post-termination
Oy.
obligations referenced in it to the extent authorized by Washington law, the employee
What?
will be responsible for payment of all reasonable attorney's fees and costs that employer incurred in the course of enforcing these terms of the agreement. This once again being another clause that is potentially weighing against talents and employees.
That's what I have to say is these
Vshojo.
these
While
NDAs need to
highlighting
not
that
get too far.
Vshojo, while incorporated out of the state of Delaware and operating out of the state of California, instead in their contracts and agreements are
Well-
instead referring to the state of Washington law.
Wait, what?
Legal Mindset speaking on this choice
Okay,
of
let's see
law
this.
by Vshojo, saying they had chosen Washington over California,
Mm-hmm.
not only due to employment requirements, but also lower wage and hour regulations, along with allowing for non-compete clauses, which is
What the heck?
prohibited in California. All the while,
Okay.
Vshojo cannot escape
heck?
some mandatory California labor laws, even with this clause. All the while, speaking
The
on
heck?
laws and VTubers, here
Okay.
we have
Alright then, well I guess that's about it. I mean, that was confusing for me, but I'm not a lawyer. But either way, I'm going to end it there because we're about to head into other stuff doesn't involve Vshojo. But yeah, that's about it. We got more information of Vshojo, more chaotic stuff, more stuff that keeps happening, which I should not be surprised because it's been going on for years now, since 2020 I think? Yeah, and it's still, it kind of surprised me, it doesn't surprise me at all. The fact that Vshojo had done all this saddens me because, like I said, I was brainwashed and I was a loyal fan, and I wish I could turn back the clock to at least let myself know that don't follow them. If anything bad happens, you need to be on top of this to basically help out and see and spread the word or something. But right now I'm gonna be spreading the word right now, doing my best to basically make sure nobody else gets brainwashed. Basically, who is ever still basically help people know that this is happening, still happening. Still, I don't want this to be like forgotten. I want this to still be out there. I don't want this to be swept under the rug. Like for example, Niji Sanji and Aster Double S, who's basically found a way to get away with it, and also any other problems that basically happens now, basically happened before this entire thing. I don't want this to be swept under the rug. I want this to keep up running until this entire thing is done and finished. Because right now, all of this needs to still be here. So that way when it finally ends, we can finally put this aside and finally move on. But I want all this information out so that we all know what was happening, so we all know what's going on, and to make sure that justice is served and that the talents at least get the, like I said, justice in all this. I mean, and once that's done, then finally we can go and push this aside. But until then, I'm gonna try my best to just keep reacting to any of the news that's happening. I'll wait a week before I react to these things to make sure there's nothing new happening. So I'm gonna wait. So yeah, sorry. Like I said, I'm still being affected by sleep. Like I said, I just woke up like an hour ago and my brain is still rattled. But either way, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. How do you think there's still more happening with Vshojo? Do you think there's still more stuff being like that needs to be out to light? And do you think that how long do you think this will keep up? I'm hoping that this will end soon, so that way we can move on. But if not, well, I'm gonna keep. But if not, we're just gonna make sure to keep this in the limelight until day comes. Like I said, what do you think about the situation? What do you think else is happening? Do you have any more information what's going on? And do you think that basically the NDA should be rewritten so that way it's more favorable to the talents? Because at this point, these NDAs are getting way too out of control nowadays. And like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying these NDAs are like, hey. You know, so don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to comment, subscribe down below. Like and share the video to make sure this spreads around. Don't forget to press the black bell button to be notified when my videos pop up. And seriously, check on my channel every once in a while to see if I upload or not. And also, once again, I'm gonna say this right now. Make sure you look on your restricted. Make sure you check on your profile to make sure the restricted thing is not on, because that takes away so much hard work of the content creators. Not just me, because I literally lost 8 years of work when I put restricted mode on. Watch the last video. So make sure you take that restricted mode on. You have no idea how much that devastates the channel right now. And once again, make sure you come to my channel to see how I upload that. Seriously, please. Do what you can to make sure the channels are basically being watched. And yeah, that's about it. And for right now, my dark means dismissed.